so interesting about tiny home. Tell us about the concept. I mean, and the process. How does one acquire a tiny home?
It's usually when somebody wants a tiny house, they'll email me and I set up an appointment. I'll sit down and talk with them about what do they need in their tiny house and what's their budget. And we find a way to make those two work together. We design a tiny house around the customer, and then we order a trailer that meets that criteria, and we start building from there.
And so the potential tiny home owner would have to have a land where you can build a tiny home.
Yes.
Or you also do a combo, like you have the land and you have the tiny home.
No.
I see.
We're only builders. We highly recommend that you know where you're going to put it and if it's legal to put it there before you make any financial commitment to any tiny house builder.
So that means all the, like say, building regulations, etc., it's the potential homeowner should find out first.
Yes.
Because you would not do the research for that.
No. And even if someone's going to do the research for you, check the research. Make sure that where you want to put it is legal, and you find that out by talking to your zoning administrator.
Now, these things are approved, though. I mean, when you put the tiny home, everything complies with all the regulations.
Oh yeah, we build them to meet all the codes. There are organizations that will certify a tiny house. They're their own inspection agencies. And if a homeowner that we're building for wants us to, we will hire those inspection agencies to come in and certify our build as it goes, so that they know they have another person telling them it's right besides just us.
So how tiny is the tiniest, and how big is the tiny home? How big could it be?
Probably the tiniest would be a 96 square foot, and the biggest we've done is about 360 square feet.
And the biggest one, how many bedrooms normally?
Normally there's only one bedroom per se, but in the seating area there can be fold-out beds, there can be sleeping. We've done them that have sleeping for 7 people.
Now, may I know, are there communities where you could see a lot of the tiny homes built by your company? We could see.
Our tiny houses are scattered all over the place. There's no one place you can go. Even to our shop. You can always contact us either through email or phone and set up an appointment to come out to our shop.
Would you have a place here in DC or in California where you have a lot of tiny homes that you have built?
We're out in Virginia, yeah.
Where would it be more that you had built?
We're at our shop is where we build, and that's in
But
Virginia,
where would you be? Where have you installed many of the tiny homes?
Where have we sold
Which
them?
place? Is there a particular state where you have a bit more?
We have the most in Virginia, down around Richmond area.
Now, may I ask you, because of the hurricanes in Virginia, so how does this work? A tiny home, hurricanes and flooding and all that?
Virginia doesn't get hit with a lot of hurricanes, a lot of those kind of things, but our tiny houses are made with a cleat on the bottom that can be put down to straps into the ground, the same as a mobile home that's tied down. So they're set up to be able to be stabilized.
You mentioned something inside about using some recyclable materials.
Yeah.
Meaning to say, does it make the price more affordable that way?
Sometimes yes, usually no, because a lot of reclaimed materials require more labor. So that the price